Hey guys, Isaac again with SomeFriends Studios. I wanted to give a quick update on a development that we've actually had earlier this week during our all-nighter. Um, and I guess to give a little bit of a backstory, when I first started putting this team together, one of the people I was looking for was a producer. I knew that we would need a producer on this team if we were going to keep everything in scope. And so this was actually back while I was still at school before we graduated. I went to a production class, and this was Riley and I. We made a whole presentation, kind of whipped it up the night before, and spent, I think, like 4 hours on Skype just like hashing out all the details. Um, I still don't feel that it was the best presentation, but regardless, we pitched these ideas to the production class. Um, and basically, a couple people expressed interest. They said they liked the game ideas, but they weren't sure of our direction as far as studio management. There were a few individuals that came forward and expressed a lot of ideas as far as how we could improve that. But for the most part, the rest of the class, and this, keep in mind, this was a small class. The rest of the class either kept quiet or spoke up and said that they were interested in being involved, but had too many student loans to pay off and couldn't get involved with a project like this immediately after graduation. And so after we walked away from this classroom and realized that no one had come forward and expressed enough interest in actually joining the team, we talked to the group, and they said, well, why don't we try doing this on our own? Try doing this without a producer. And so that's where we were for the last 5 months. And we've been working pretty good, but we've reached a point where we realize we do need the assistance of a producer. So Riley and I again reached out to one of the individuals from this class who kind of had expressed the most interest and had the most skills as far as working team management jobs before even coming into school. Um, and I'm not going to give his name yet because officially he hasn't said that he's going to join the team. But he was here during our last all-nighter, and he kind of took a lot of time to like ask us about our expectations, how things have been working, what the team dynamic has been like, and then he immediately just started to like jump into it and say, okay, we need to do, list out these three things, get them to me by Friday, and I'll start putting together a list for you. And I mean, essentially, without saying it directly, he was starting to jump into the producer role. So I'm feeling very optimistic about it. I think everyone else on the team is as well. And so very shortly, no guarantees of course, but I think very shortly we will have a producer for SomeFriends Studios, which will be a huge help. So that's what I have to update you guys on. I'll see you next time.